what we are discussing today is the power of journaling. And this is also one way for self discovery. So, I would definitely like you to raise your hand if you have ever had a heated argument with someone in your head. I'm one of them. I'm owning it up. And complete with perfect comebacks you wish you'd said in real life. Or scrolled through your phone at 2 a.m., feeling everything and nothing at the same time, or stood in front of your wardrobe for 20 minutes, frustrated not because you have nothing to wear, but because you can't figure out what you are actually feeling. So, what if I told you there's a simple practice that could untangle that mental masala, right? And help you understand your own plot twists and become your own best therapist, all for the cost of a notebook and pen. And we already know Sonika ji is one example for that. So, journaling isn't just teenage diary writing about crushes and exam stress. Though, if that's your thing, absolutely go for it. It actually the most underrated superpower for self-discovery. So think of your journal as a mirror for your soul. But unlike that bathroom mirror that shows you every flaw at 6 a.m., this one reflects your thoughts, patterns, and growth with loving honesty. Every day, your mind processes thousands of thoughts like a WhatsApp group chat that never stops pinging. Most of these thoughts zoom by so fast that you barely register them, but they're influencing your mood, decisions, and relationships in ways you don't even realize. And when you write, you're essentially taking a screenshot of your inner world. You're catching those fleeting thoughts, examining them, and asking, okay, what's really going on here? It's like having subtitles for your own life. Suddenly, everything makes more sense. So, here's where journaling gets magical. It makes the unconscious conscious. Let me repeat, it makes the unconscious conscious. You know how sometimes you are irritated all day and you think it's because your colleague didn't reply to your email. But when you write about it, you realize that you're actually upset because your mom made that comment about your career choices last week. So, journaling is like being your own detective, uncovering the real reasons behind your reactions. It tracks your emotional evolution like a fitness app tracks your steps. Except instead of counting how much you have walked, it shows you how much you have grown. So when Priya writes about feeling anxious before every family gathering, she starts noticing a pattern. It's not about the gathering itself, but about feeling like she has to perform the successful daughter role. And when Arjun journals about his friendship conflicts, he discovers he's been attracting people who take advantage of his giving nature. And that's the power of putting pen to paper. Patterns become visible, emotions get named, and healing gets a roadmap. So let's explore three ways to journal because variety is the spice of life. So let's make it spicy too. And your soul deserves a well seasoned conversation. So, one, stream of consciousness writing. Now, this is like vocal diarrhea, but on paper and surprisingly therapeutic. You write whatever comes to mind for 10 to 15 minutes without stopping, editing, or judging. I'm stressed about the presentation tomorrow. Also, why did I eat so much biryani? My stomach hurts. I miss my grandmom. I wonder if plants judge us for our life choices. This technique is perfect for those days when your mind feels like a Mumbai local train, crowded, chaotic, but somehow still moving forward. It helps you dump all the mental clutter and often reveals surprising insights buried under the noise. Number two, gratitude journaling. Before you roll your eyes and think toxic positivity, hear me out. Gratitude journaling isn't about pretending everything is perfect when your life feels like a Bollywood drama gone wrong. It's about training your brain to notice good things amidst the chaos. So, write three things you're grateful for. They can be tiny, like the chai was perfect today, or my friend listened to me vent. I remember to water my plant and it's still alive. This rewires your brain to spot joy like it's your job, which honestly it should be. And then third, prompt based reflective writing. This is journaling with training wheels. You get a question to guide your exploration. So prompts like, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Or what pattern keeps showing up in my relationships? Now turn your journal into a wise therapist who asks exactly the right questions. So your journal is a quiet best friend who listens without judgment and answers without fear. Unlike that friend who interrupts your story to tell their own, or that relative who gives unsolicited advice, your journal simply holds space for truth. It doesn't try to fix you or change you, it just witnesses your journey and helps you witness yourself. So, I want to give you a journaling practice that could transform your relationship with yourself. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone or start your day, grab a notebook and spend 10 minutes with this powerful prompt. What am I avoiding feeling and why? Let me repeat, and if you want to note it down, what am I avoiding feeling and why? So write this in your notebook and write the answer to it. So don't think too hard about the answer. Just start writing and see what emerges. Maybe you're avoiding disappointment about a dream that hasn't materialized. Maybe you're avoiding anger about a boundary that was crossed. Or maybe you're avoiding grief about the phase of life that's ending. Write without censoring. Let your truth spill on the page like that first. Unfiltered cup of morning chai. Raw, real, and exactly what you need. And then complete your soul date with three things you're grateful for, no matter how small. One intention for your day, that how do you want to show up? This isn't just writing. It's like a daily appointment with your authentic self. So, your journal isn't just a collection of pages, it's a sacred space where you meet yourself honestly, love yourself completely, and grow yourself consciously. Every word you write is an act of self love. Every insight you gain is a step towards freedom, and every pattern you recognize is power reclaimed. So, here's your beautiful challenge for the day. For the next 7 days, give yourself the gift of 10 minutes each morning with your journal. Don't worry about perfect handwriting or profound insights. Just show up to the page, like you would show up for a dear friend who needs you. Because in a world that's constantly telling you who to be, journaling helps you remember who you already are. And that person, they are worth getting to know. So start tomorrow. Your future self is waiting to thank you for the conversation you're about to begin with your soul. And remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is with your own self. So make it a beautiful conversation. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.